Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to be teaching you in how to solve the axis cube as it looks like. The axis cube is a 3x3 shape mod, which really isn't too hard. Totally isn't too hard. So what are you waiting for? Let's get into it. First of all, you need to know the parts of a cube. As you know that they have centers, edges, and corners. Well, it's like that for an axis cube, except these two-sided, which kind of look like edge pieces, are the centers. These triangles and these actual corners are corners. The triangles are corners, and these trapezoids and these big edges, here's a trapezoid, are edges, which is a bit weird, but once you get used to it, it's really not that weird. This will help you in knowing how to solve the axis cube a lot. Also, since it's a 3x3 sheet mod, you must know how to solve the 3x3. I would even recommend knowing the CFONT method because the only few algorithms, it's only like, other than how to solve a 3x3, only like a few algorithms. And I'll be using the beginner's method. You can use CFONT, but it's weird. And do not use Roux. I've not tried that, but I will not try using Roux. But even if you know beginner's method, or even like something like Roux or Petrus, not sure why anyone would know Petrus, not CFONT, but yeah, you can still learn how to solve the axis cube. So, let's start. The first two steps of solving an axis cube are finding the white parallelogram. That's a trapezoid. I'm dumb. So let's look for it. And there it is. So once we find it, now we're going to look for the centerpiece, white and green. Where is it? I wonder. It's right there. It's right there. Trust, it's right there. So what you're going to try to do is intuitively try to pair it with the parallelogram. So that's how we did it, but there's many more ways to do it. Like you could just try to take it out and kind of twist it. Like the U-move kind of twisted the centerpiece so that you have it. And we're going to go for the white-green cross. The next step is for looking for the edge that goes right here or here. Yeah, here. So this is the green parallelogram. We know that it's right here. So we can intuitively bring it out of its spot and put it right there. There is a case where you have it flipped, and it's just a 3x3 algorithm that just goes like this. It's a righty move, M prime, and you should also know notation, it's just better. And there it was. So if you just do that algorithm, and then just add a U-move, you'll get it. And then the exact same way we're going to do for the rest of the pieces. So right here goes the big green-white edge. If I am correct, and I should be correct. No, I think I was wrong. I think... Which piece goes there? Okay, it's actually the green-orange, so do not get looking for a big green-white edge piece. But you can just simply bring that down. And once again, you can do the same algorithm if you have a flipped edge. It's just a simple, basic, intuitive. You can watch example solves if you can't really do it. Although I don't think anyone has axis cube example solves, but hey, just intuitively do it. Maybe search up YouTube some tips, ask ChatGPT, ask Google Gemini, ask DeepSeek AI, ask Mistral AI. And you're just going to do that for the rest of the cross. Like, that's it. And once you have the cross done intuitively, the next step is to solve all of these what are these called? Centers correctly. I got extremely lucky. to get 3 of them already solved, but most of them, all of them will be completely mixed up. So let's look at, for example, this one we have to solve. We're going to keep it on the right, and usually I like to start with the orange side, but what you're going to do is an R2 prime, and then turn like this, and then you're going to do R prime, U, R, until you get a solved edge. Now, yes, and once you do that, you can do a U2. So that's basically the idea of doing it. You always need to make sure that the center is on the right place, even if these 2 edges are complicated, especially the next one. But R2 prime, or at least until it's like the edge is right here, then turn. Just keep doing that until you get like a pair, or you can feel it like that if you can't really like understand it. But you can just keep doing that. The next step is corners, and it's just the righty move. So say we want to get the corner into here, we can just insert this, move it to this position right here. So we know that this triangle piece has to go right here. So we can do the righty move, keep doing the righty move, or what the righty move is R, U, R prime, U prime. R, U, R prime, U prime. Very famous sequence and very lock-up-y sequence also. But you're just going to do that. And you need to make sure that it's right above. And literally just keep doing that, even if it takes 700 Googleplexian or Tree 3 or Rails number millenniums. Keep doing that algorithm until you get it solved. Move. Here we know that this is the triangle or corner we have to insert. So once again, we can just keep doing the righty move and make sure that it is right above. Same thing for this one. This is a big fat corner. Just keep doing that. And same thing for this corner, which is this one. And it should only need 3 if I'm correct. You can sometimes be able to predict. No, it'll need 5. And there you have the first layer. Yeah, I know it doesn't really look like a layer. It looks like a blob. But this thing is the same thing as this thing. Now moving on to the edges. I have a lucky edge solved here, but I'm going to notice what you're going to do. So, you're going to have to imagine trees falling, which is a sad imagination, but you do. So, look at the edge piece and see where it needs to go. The algorithm we're going to be using is this one. And a different one, which I'll show you when it comes up. But say you need to get it to the right position. So now we know the edge here that it has to go. You can even look for reference, but we should know that it is the blue white. So we're going to bring it to the right side. And now if we imagine that this piece is falling, which piece will it be? If it will be white or the bottom piece, then we do this algorithm. But if we don't have the correct piece on the bottom, we imagine if it's falling like this. I know that my thumb stands for the blue piece, so blue will be on the bottom. Then you move to the other side and do this algorithm. It's a simple 3x3 algorithm. Most of you guys watching this video should know it. If not, I literally just showed it to you. So if you say you don't know it, liar. So we can do this exact same thing. And this is an F2L pair. Yes, it is. I know it looks crazy, but it is. And of course, for the flipped edge, we can also do the flipped edge algorithm. But if you don't know the flipped edge algorithm, here it is. On the axis cube, you don't have to do the YD. You could just probably do a rotate and U. But if you wanted to do the YD move there, once again, make sure that you know the notations like R, U, B prime, all that stuff. but it'll be harder. I've never tried it, but I'm gonna try it right now, I guess. Yeah, the YD is really weird. So then you could just do the algorithm for solving a flipped edge. And then same idea for those three algorithms. We're gonna keep this on the right side. Imagine it falling. The correct piece will be on the bottom, or the green or the bottom piece. So we can do the first algorithm, or the one with, just the one I'm doing. And guess what? You have the second layer. We have 2 layers done now. Now on to the last layer, the most harassing part of this cube. It could make or break your solve. So what you want to find is pairs like this. Like, you see it's a flat pair, like just basically like that. Now, if you ever in your life on an axis cube find this, you're going to keep it to the front and do this algorithm. Not that one, but this one. R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U2, double flick, R prime. Hey, that's the soon. Yes, you are correct, viewer. It is the soon. So if we do the same algorithm, we'll get something called a special case, which we'll cover in a later, and we got a bad special case. If you don't see any kind of blocks like that, and they must be the same color, they have to be matching. This is not matching colors. Then don't worry. Just do from any angle. Keep doing it until you get one. It can take a few times. One time it took me like 70 times, which is rare. But you will have to keep doing it. Perseverance. Okay, sometimes it can take really long. Wait, did I just get it? No, don't tell me that I just missed it. If you just feel like you missed it, you can do the reverse algorithm, which is the anti-soon, or true, this can take a very long time, but you have to keep doing it. Okay, I think this is taking too long. Little did I know that I was only 7 seconds away from there. You can do this soon and get, if you don't get one of the special cases, which I'll show in a minute, then just do this soon again. Now here is the first and slightly worse special case. This is a line. Now the algorithm you're going to use is that you're going to keep the line, this is horizontal, right? Horizontal, and make sure you also have the 2 layers on the bottom, and it's basically just a connecting line with same matching colors, and it's flat. Now you're gonna do this algorithm: F U prime R F U R U prime R prime F prime. If we do the same thing, hold on, the cross isn't solved. But then you can do a U prime and do the soon. You'll get the better special case, which is a line and an L, and you're gonna keep it like this at the top left, and you just do the exact same thing. Same algorithm. Do a U prime and soon. Wait, Sue sucks. Messy better. But that's it. So now once you have the cross, what's the next step? Right, orienting practically everything. Now to orient, the algorithm that you're going to use is R U prime L prime U R prime U prime L U. That's a little bit of a weird algorithm, but you can kind of see the pattern in it, because according to quite a lot of people, the brain likes patterns. So when you're going to do that, you want to make sure that if you have a solved corner at all, keep it on the bottom left. If you don't, then just do that algorithm for any angle and keep doing it, just like the idea from the last step. But if you have it, then do the algorithm. And if it doesn't work to putting all of the corners in the right spots, do it again, and you will have another step after this, so I'll just get into a case of that. But yeah, that's it for that step. And the final step of solving an Oxys cube is to literally just solve the rest of the cube. You're gonna keep the top two layers that you solved on the top and keep one of the scrambled corners on the bottom. So you're gonna do the righty move a few times until this corner gets solved. Okay, finally, it's solved. And how do you know it's solved? If it's flat like this. And then you're gonna keep doing D moves until you find another one of these. And keep doing the righty move until it's flat and solved. And then reverse all of the D moves you did to get a solved Axis cube. The Axis cube is not really a hard cube to solve. And that's also it for today's video. Please make sure to subscribe, as around 90% of you guys who watch my videos aren't subscribing. You're probably just forgetting to subscribe, or my videos are rubbish, but I don't think they are my videos are rubbish. So please make sure to subscribe, like, and seriously stop making my cubes disappear. Like, now I'm starting to be serious. Whatever. Hope you learn how to solve the Axis cube, and bye. And also beware of the globe, as it may hunt you down. Oh, it's Venezuela, right there.